Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalam.
Everything is described in the Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita does not say that you live by breathing air. No. Bhagavad Gita says, Annad bhavanti bhutani. Anna means food grains. There is necessity of food grain. Annad bhavanti bhutani. Bhagavad Gita never says that you don't require to eat. You simply breathe air and practice yoga. No. But we must eat neither more nor less. That is a command. Yuktahara viharas. We should not eat more nor less. And nirasi means desire less of extravagance. Now we are desiring for sense gratification more and more. That is not wanted. If you want perfection of life, this is called tapasya. One has got the desire, but he should not desire unnecessarily. Everyone has got the right to eat, even the animals, everyone has got the right. But because we are desiring to enjoy more, therefore we do not give the chance to the animals to live properly, rather we are trying to eat the animals. This is not required. This is called nirasa. Why you should eat animals? That is uncivilized life. When there is no food, when they are aborigines, they eat animals because they do not know how to grow food. But when the human society becomes civilized, he can grow so many nice food. He can keep the cows instead of eating the cows. He can get milk, sufficient milk. We can make so many preparations from milk and grains. So we should not desire unnecessarily to enjoy more. Then it is said here, Kurban na apnoti kilmisham. Kilmisham means resultant action of sinful life. Kilmisham. So, if you don't desire more than our necessary, then we are not implicated, involved in sinful activities. Kurban napi, even though he is engaged in working, while you are working, knowingly or unknowingly, you have to commit something which is not pious, even sinful. But if you simply desire for living properly, then kurban napi na apnati, na kilmisham. Kurban napi na apnati kilmisham. Our life should be without any sinful reaction. Otherwise we'll have to suffer. But they do not believe, although they are seeing so many abominable lives. Where from they are coming? 8,400,000 species of life. There are so many lives living very abominable conditions. Of course, the animal or the living creature does not know. But we human beings, we should know why this is this abominable life. It is Maya's illusion. Even one is, just like a pig is living in a very filthy condition, eating stool. and still he's thinking, very happy, and therefore he's getting fat. When one feels happy, I am very happy, he becomes fatty. So you'll find these pigs, they are very much fatty, but what they eat? They eat a stool and live in a filthy place. But they think that we are very happy. So that is Maya's illusion. Anyone who is living in a very abominable condition of life, Maya's, by illusion, he is thinking that he is all right, he is living very perfectly. But a person who is on the higher stage, he sees that he is living in a very abominable condition. So, this illusion is there, but by knowledge, by good association, by taking instruction from the Shastras, from Guru, from saintly person, one should understand what is the value of life and lead like that. So this is instructed by Krishna, that nirasi, one should not be unnecessarily desireful more than his necessities of life. This is called nirasi. Nirasi, another meaning is that not very much fond of material enjoyment. And that is possible when he is in full knowledge that I am not this body, I am spirit soul. My necessity is how to advance in spiritual knowledge. Then he can become nirasi. These are the items for tapasya, austerity, penance. People have forgotten now. They do not know what is austerities. But the human life is meant for that purpose. Tapo dibbang putrakajena suddhe satya jena brahma saukham anantam. These are the instructions of the Shastra. The human life is meant for tapasya. And as tapasya, therefore, in the Vedic way of life, the beginning of life is tapasya, brahmachari. Brahmachari. A student is sent to Gurukul for practicing brahmacharya. This is tapasya. Not comfortable life, lying down on the floor, going door to door for begging alms for Guru. But they are not tired because they are children. If they are trained, these austerities, they become to practice. They call all women, mother, give me some alms. And they come back to Guru's place. Everything belongs to Guru. This brahmachari life, this is tapasya, tapodibbam. That is Vedic civilization. That children should be, from the very beginning of life, trained up in tapasya, brahmacharya, celibacy. Brahmachari cannot see any young woman. Even the Guru's wife is young. He cannot go to the Guru's wife. These are the restrictions. Now where is that brahmacharya? No brahmachari. This is Kali Yuga. No tapasya.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare